My name's Emily. I'm 34, and I grew up in Forsyth, not far from Lake Lanier. Everyone around here knows that place has a bad reputation. My uncle, a fisherman, always said, "Don't you swim there after dark unless you want to meet those who stayed under the water." I never believed those tales until I experienced something myself in the summer of 2021. My friends and I decided to camp out by the lake, rented a boat, brought tents, planned to roast marshmallows and just chill. It was around midnight, and we were sitting by a campfire on the shore when we noticed something odd about the lake. It's usually calm, but that night the water seemed to churn, even though there wasn't a breath of wind. My friend Jake, the resident skeptic, joked that it was the spirits of Oscarville out for a stroll. We laughed, but I started feeling uneasy. Then we saw a light, a dim, greenish glow, like a lantern underwater, moving somewhere in the middle of the lake. At first, we thought it might be divers or fishermen, but the light moved too smoothly, almost alive, and then it just vanished. We all went quiet, staring at the water. That's when we heard a sound, not quite a cry, not quite a whisper, like someone calling from far away. I swear it wasn't a bird or the wind. My friend Sarah grabbed my arm and whispered, "Emily, we need to get out of here." We packed up quickly and headed for the boat to get back to the dock. But halfway there, the engine died. Jake tried to restart it, but nothing worked. That's when I saw a shadow on the water, like the outline of a boat, but without lights or sound. It was about 30 meters away, just sitting there. I yelled, "Hey, is anyone out there?" No response. A second later, the shadow was gone, like it had never been there. The engine suddenly roared back to life, and we sped to shore without looking back. The next day, I told my uncle about it. He wasn't surprised, just shook his head and said the lake doesn't let go of those who disturb it. He told me that back in the 50s, when they flooded Oscarville to build the dam, people begged not to have their homes destroyed, but no one listened. Some even refused to leave until the water reached their rooftops. My uncle's convinced their anger is still down there, under the surface. I tried to find a rational explanation. Maybe the light was from a fishing buoy, or the shadow was just a trick of the moonlight. But that whisper, I still hear it in my dreams. Now I steer clear of Lake Lanier. They say they still find things belonging to missing people's shoes, life jackets, but never the people themselves. That place is holding onto something we don't understand.